So astaxanthin is really an interesting carotenoid in the world of looking at our telephones and computers and tablets and things like that. So it really offers great protection from blue light, as does lutein and zeaxanthin. So it's great protection from blue light, also affords us a better ability to accommodate. And accommodation, there's two kinds of accommodation I think of. Not just the accommodation that's focus in terms of when we, especially as we get older, reading something close can become really challenging.
Yes.
And it's difficult to go from close. I noticed it about when I was 50-something, when I was at the gym and I'd be reading something, a magazine or a newspaper or something while I was riding the bike, then I'd look up at the TV. It used to be instantly, but it would take a second for my eyes to adjust to the change in focal distance. That's accommodation. It changes in all of us as we get older. Also, our ability to adapt from dark to light. If we're inside and then we go out to a bright light, or we're out in a bright light, then we go into a normally lit room, that can be challenging. So not only lutein and zeaxanthin and Ultimate Eye helps with that accommodation, but astaxanthin is really the ingredient that the research and clinical studies talk about accommodation and really talk about eye fatigue. And as I said before, Ultimate Eye talks about dry eyes as well.
Yes, so, and we had some questions about that, which we addressed. And obviously astaxanthin, if you want to add it to your cart, again, extra special savings, 4 different size options. You know, we always talk about the larger size being the biggest value, which it is, but never be intimidated to go for the small size if you want.
Try any size. They all come with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. And our astaxanthin is created in a closed system. Again, you don't have to worry about contaminants. You don't have to worry about heavy metals. And these are things that I wouldn't, every raw material that enters our facility, it doesn't really enter our facility. It goes into quarantine. And it stays in quarantine until we laboratory test it and make sure that it meets every single standard. So you don't have to worry about contaminants. You don't have to worry about heavy metals, because I've spent sleepless nights worrying about them. So you never have to.
And that's why we always love having Andrew here. How many years is it going to be this year, Andrew?
That I've been making vitamins?
And also on HSN and QVC?
I've been making vitamins for 40 years.
Right.
I started, actually, it was in September of 1979. So I started my company 40 years ago. I started it, it was prenatal. So.
Well, the way you look, Andrew, you're ageless, as I've said.
I wish. And then I've been at HSN for 23 years, and I was at QVC for 5.5 years before that. So I think it's going to be 29 years on television beginning in January of 2020.
And as we head over to our next item, did you ever, when you first started the business, did you ever think that that's how you were going to promote it in terms of through television?
No.
That was not the way, that was not the method.
Not in a million years. What we were doing is we were manufacturing vitamins for professional athletes and celebrities and things like that, because they tended to be more informed, think 40 years ago, more informed about nutrition and health. They had nutrition coaches or nutritionists and things like that. I never dreamed. When I visited QVC 30 years ago, I had never seen QVC.
Oh my gosh.
And so it was interesting. And now, Thank goodness for QVC and HSN, because it's I basically get to live my dream, have a job that, you know, what does he say if you oh, that's me. Well, you can see I've changed. So that's me 30 years ago.
Barely, Andrew. Oh my gosh.
No,
so what does it say? More than the world's best vitamins. Andrew, he's posing in the same way as, look,
no,
look,
I'm standing like that. I would just stand and look at that. But
he's got his arms folded. Looks exactly the same.
But that is me from 30 years ago. That picture was probably taken in 1989 or 1990.
Where was that picture taken?
That picture was taken. That was taken at my house.
Was it really?
Yep. And I was wearing a little crew neck T-shirt and a little brown blazer.
You look the part. Okay, we're going to head over this way, everybody.
30 years ago. Half a lifetime ago.
But,
yes.
But that is, I always say this, and I say this with such of the greatest respect, but Andrew does represent the very best